course of about 30 years. In this excerpt, four guys have come out together from Indiana. They're members of a drag Western swing group, and they are about to audition for the owner, to the owner of a gay bar. Mitch Birnbaum was not a complicated man. He liked money and he liked boys. He ran the Belvedere, a seedy gay bar near the Tenderloin. It was seedy when he bought it 25 years ago. He had great plans to turn it into a class joint, but paint and a disco ball did little to achieve that goal. Maybe if you serve food, one of his employees once suggested. Food, what are you, high? Mitch dismissed, just what I need, faggots and maggots. The door to the bar opened and the late afternoon sun poured in. Four figures were silhouetted in the doorway like giant paper dolls. Mitch took a drag from his cigar. Now what? The apocalypse? Hello, Mr. Birnbaum, one of the silhouettes called out. We're here for our audition. Mitch squinted. Who's we? We're the Westwood Hoes. You told us to come by around 4. It's 4. Here we are. And in press, 4 big guys in heels and cowgirl drag, lugging cases. Oh right, muttered Mitch. Which one of you is Heidi? I am, said Chip, waving his hand. You're the one I spoke to on the phone? That's right, Chip said. I'm Heidi. Heidi-ho. You can call me Hyde. So that would be hi-ho then, said Mitch. If you like. Right. Mitch chewed on his cigar and took them all in. He wondered for a moment if someone was playing a joke on him. What's with the Andy Oakley outfits? These are the costumes for our act. Your act. I thought you said on the phone that you were swingers. Western swing. And we're singers. What the hell is Western swing? You know, Bob Wills. Mitch stared at her blankly. Some Roy Rogers and Sons of the Pioneers, a little Patsy Cline shit went on. Hillbilly stuff? Not exactly. Mitch felt confusion and irritation crawl up his neck and into his ears. He hated that feeling. He sighed. Why can't nobody be normal no more? Well, he said, vamping for time. So you sing, eh? That's right. For real sing or to records? For real sing. I see. Mitch gave a thoughtful chew on his cigar and pasted it. What the hell, you're here? Let's have a listen. Great, said Heidi, and the other host said about opening the cases. Where can we plug in? Plug in? Our instruments. We're doing a stripped-down set for you. We're usually guitars, keyboard, drums, and stand-up bass, a little accordion, fiddle, and mandolin, depending on the number, but today we just brought electric guitar, keyboard, and bass, so you get a feel for what we do. Whoa, instruments. You play music and sing like a band? Said Mitch. Well, yes, said Chip. I thought I made that clear on the phone. Maybe you did, Mitch said. I talked to a lot of people. He eyed the instruments and portable amplifiers. You know, most acts here lip sync to records, and our DJ handles that. We're not most acts, Chip said, twirling an amp cord. You'll see. And he and the other 3 continued setting up their beer. Oh boy, Mitch. And took a seat at a table and watched them through the veneer of the cigar smoke. They weren't bad looking for queens. Are you ready, Mr. Birnbaum? Heidi asked. Sure, he said, hit me. Right, said Heidi. Like I said, I'm Heidi Ho, and this is Pixie Sticks, Fruity Pebbles, and BB Gun, and we're the Westwood Hoes. We'd like to start with a little number made famous by Hank Thompson called Bubbles in My Beers. Let's go, girls. And off they went, playing music the likes of which Mitch Birnbaum, born in the Bronx, but a resident of San Francisco since getting out of the Navy 30 years ago, had never heard. Midway through their second number, he was tapping his foot in spite of himself. Well, there you have it, Mr. Birnbaum, Heidi said. That's just a little taste of our Midwestern goodness, and there's plenty more where that came from. Jesus Christ. Mitch fished his lighter out from his shirt pocket and relit his cigar again. puckering his lips to push the butt further away from his face and ample eyebrows. It hurt his brain to have to think this fast. "You're good," he said finally. "You're very good." "We'll shake the house down when we have our full setup," Heidi said. "No doubt," Mitch said, chewing and puffing. "The thing is, it's not really what my audience is into. They come here for lip-syncing queens and disco chiffon, the occasional dance number with boys in hot pants. This," Mitch said, waving his hand in a circle like he was washing a window, "this is not what they're here for." "Mr. Bernal," the one called Pixie said. He walked over and joined Mitch at the table and placed his arm on Mitch's furry forearm. He leaned in close. Mitch felt his heart rev. "May I call you Mitch?" Mitch nodded. "What do they call you?" "Pixie. Pixie sticks." "Cute. What's your real name?" Peter gave a half smile and put his hand to his head and patted his wig. "You'll know me here as Pixie." "Ah, come on. What's your real name?" "Peter." Mitch sucked his cigar. "Peter. Even better." Peter smiled, took a breath, resumed his grip on Mitch's arm, and continued. "Look, Mitch, we all have our different persona for different occasions. Take you, for example. I love this crusty old New York Jew thing you're doing. How'd you come up with that?" "I wouldn't mind, honestly," Mitch said. "I really am a crusty old New York Jew." "Really? How fun!" Pixie spun in his chair towards the other host. "Did you hear that, girls? Mitch really is a crusty old New York Jew." "Christ," David muttered to Jack. "Why doesn't he just stick her whole head up his ass instead of just her nose?" Mitch peeled on. "When you say that your clientele is not here for this, we say, not yet. You and your bar will be the first in San Francisco to offer our unique sound." Peter moved his hand from Mitch's forearm and placed it over his hand. "And make no mistake, Mitch, we are unique. This town ain't never seen the likes of us." Mitch placed his hand over Peter's and gave it a pat. He reminded Mitch of a guy he knew in the Navy. That guy was just as pretty, but half as smart. Peter smiled again. "Mitch, we understand that you'll be taking a chance with us hoes, so here's what we're prepared to do." Pixie leaned in and stage whispered into his ear. "We'll play 2 nights for free." "For free," said David. "For free," Pixie repeated, shooting Fruity a look. "Nothing ventured, nothing gained, right? Let's see how the boys take to us." "That's how certain we are that the boys will love us," Heidi said. "We always leave them begging for more." "Oh, they're gonna love us, Mitch. Love us. And they'll have seen us here at the Belvedere first." "We packed the houses in Indiana," the one called Beatty added. "Indiana?" said Mitch. "Figures." He looked around the bar.